Is it just me, or has The Walking Dead been dipping in quality lately, and it hasn't been as good as it used to be? I've been a fan of The Walking Dead for a very, very, very long time. I first started watching it when right around the time season 3 first came out. I heard from my sister and other people and a whole bunch of my friends that, look, you need to watch this show. This show's great. And I watched it, and yeah, it was really great. I watched the first 2 seasons, before season 3 came out, before season 3 started playing. And I thought the first season was okay. It was a good introduction to the series, I guess. And season 2 was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like amazing. It wasn't phenomenal. It was, you could tell the entire season was just for character development because it was more like a drama than an apocalyptic survival, if that makes any sense, because they were in the farm, they were in Herschel's farm for the most part. And it's that's all right. I thought it was cool. It was a decent season. And then season 3 really blew my mind away. Season 3 was what really got me into The Walking Dead. I was so invested into the governor storyline and what was going to happen with, the groups, like, are they going to go to war with each other? Who's going to die? It was just an amazing time to be a Walking Dead fan. Season 3 was amazing. The whole conflict between the prison group and Woodbury was just great. It was amazing. I had no issues with it at all. And man, like that season was just spot on. It was a great season. I was so on the edge of my seat during the mid-season finale of season 3 when Rick and a whole bunch of other people actually came to Woodbury and they, to rescue Glenn and Maggie from the governor. And they actually managed to rescue them. And then at the very end, there was a great cliffhanger. Merle and Daryl were trapped and had to fight to death. Like, they both had to fight each other. And they had to fight, like a whole thing of walkers. It was a great great ending, great episode. And of course, the second half of season 3 was amazing too. I had no issues with any episodes really. And then season 4, first half of season 4 was amazing. I had no issues with season 4 at all. The governor came back. They kind of teased him in becoming more of an anti-hero than a villain because he was, saving the little girl's life and doing a lot of good guy things. And I thought that was very interesting. It was very cool. And then, of course, his motives were revealed. He just wanted to have a group to, I guess, take out revenge on the prison group, although it wouldn't really be revenge because he's the one that initiated the conflict between the two groups. But you know what I mean. It was just a great first half of season 4. Then the second half of season 4 came. Second half of season 4 was not very good at all. It was basically after the prison fell, and it pretty much got destroyed by the governor. He had the tank roll through, and he had the walkers like go through and invade the prison. That was just it was bad because every single character was split up, and I'm okay with the characters being split up, but it was just so boring. It was very, very, very slow paced. It was very boring. Nothing was really going on in the show that was important. Like, if you missed an episode, you didn't really miss anything. And I didn't mind that the characters were split up. What I did mind is that there were certain episodes that were only focused on certain characters. I honestly hate those kind of episodes. The episodes where only a certain group of people, like if there's a huge group of people, right? And their episodes that only focus on certain characters in the group, and I just hate those episodes so much. I think the worst episode of The Walking Dead I've ever seen out of all the 7 seasons, I guess, half of season 7's gone, and almost 3/4 of season 7 is finished. So, out of all the Walking Dead episodes I've seen so far, it's pretty much the worst. I have to say, the worst episode I've ever seen of The Walking Dead was that episode where it was only Daryl and Beth, and at the end, Beth got kidnapped, and that led to the whole season 5 storyline when she was in the hospital, which was, oh my god, it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. The second half of season 4 and the first half of season 5 was like the darkest moment It was the darkest time to be a Walking Dead fan because it was so boring. It wasn't very interesting. I was never at the edge of my seat, except for the Terminus storyline. The Terminus storyline was really good, except they cut it so short. Like, it was ridiculous how short they cut it. I expected this to be like going on for the first half of the entire season 5, the Hunters and the whole Terminus group. I expected that conflict to go on for a long, long, long time. But what did they do? Okay, season 4 finale was really, 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 it was cool, except for the fact that there wasn't really any excitement in the show until the very end of season 4. Or like that part where like Rick bit that guy's neck off when those people tried to raid Carl. That was really cool. But then it wasn't really that intriguing until the very end when they all got kidnapped and they were led into the truck or whatever, and the cannibals were about to eat them. And then the beginning of season 5, the first episode of season 5 was amazing. I will admit that. With the whole Terminus thing, with Carol like shooting a rocket launcher, she came back and saving the group from the cannibals, and it was just a great beginning of season 5. And then the whole the Hunters were coming along for a little bit, and then they all died, and then the whole thing happened with Beth in the hospital. So boring, very, very, very boring. But overall, like I said, second half of season 4, first half of season 5, the worst ever part of The Walking Dead. Worst time to be a Walking Dead fan, for sure. And then, season 5, the second half of season 5 to like the end of season 6 was not amazing, but it was still pretty good. This was before Negan, but they were in Alexandria and they were getting settled in and everything. It was pretty good. The whole thing with Rick and Jesse was kind of cool. The whole way that played out. Season finale of season 5 was great. And of course the season finale of season 6 was really good. It got a lot of people talking with Negan's debut. But recently I think it's been on a downward spiral. Because the first half of season 7 was pretty good. Especially the episodes that were focused on Negan. I know I said I don't like episodes that are focused on certain characters. But the episodes that focused on Sanctuary and Negan's group were pretty good because Negan is one of the most entertaining people in the entire show. He's great. He's amazing. I don't think anyone in the entire Walking Dead fan base can ever say anything bad about Negan. Negan is terrific. Jeffrey Dean Morgan does a great job playing Negan. That's not even a question. But man, the last few episodes, as soon as they came back on the air, there hasn't been a good episode since. Because the first episode coming back, like the mid-season premiere, I guess you could say, I honestly can't recall what happened because nothing very interesting happened in that entire bit. You had that weird sci-fi group or whatever the hell they are, or whatever, and it just wasn't that interesting. It was like okay, all right, fine, and they had the kingdom and they had all this other stuff. Like, I understand, you shouldn't complain because they're building up for the end of season 7. I assume the season 7 finale is going to be really good. I'm not denying that, but just these episodes have sucked so much. Even like the episode where it was just focused on Eugene and he was in the group and everything. It was like okay, it was fine. He was getting settled into to his new life at Sanctuary and with Negan's group. He's one of them now. That's very interesting, but at the same time, it didn't really. I don't know. I wasn't really that invested in that episode either. I thought, it was cool, it was alright, but it wasn't, like, amazing. I don't know, maybe that's just me. And then, the latest episode, man, it was really bad. Really bad. That episode was so boring. It was, like, terrible. I honestly can't remember what the hell happened in that episode either, because it was just, like, nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. They had the weapons for the group, and Tara told Rick about the Oceanside group from the beginning of season 7 when that whole episode focused around Tara and those that group of only women. Yeah, it was terrible. It was just very boring. The entire episode was just stupid. They were trying to troll people saying that Rick died. We know Rick didn't die. And I just feel like they haven't been putting as much effort into the show as they have been in previous seasons, and even the beginning of season 7. They put a lot more effort into the show even then than they are right now. So I don't know how much longer the show is going to go down this route, if it's going to just, have a few boring episodes and then pick up, because they do that a lot. They have boring episodes, like really, really, really bad and just boring episodes, and then they just pick they pick the pace up, by 11. They turn it up to 11, with the fast pace and the character deaths and everything, but just in general, it's just not that very entertaining, at least lately. Like it's kind of been sucking lately, I'm not gonna lie. So let me know what you guys think, if you agree, disagree. I want to hear what you guys thought. Did you like the past 3 episodes, season 7, episode 9, 10, 11? Because I thought they kind of sucked, not gonna lie. They were probably some of the worst episodes of this show I've seen, especially the last one. It was just so boring. It was really boring. I don't know. I really don't know. Hopefully the pace gets picked up pretty soon. I saw the trailer for next episode. It looks okay, I guess, but I don't know. I really don't know. But it remains to be seen. But let me know what you guys think, if you agree, disagree. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later.